Limon. Todd, what do we know about the young man?
Jason Limon, 7-1-1 with 1 TKO to his credit. 5'10", 22 years of age, coming off of a 3-fight win streak. His last fight was a unanimous decision victory over Richard Howell. There we see him making his way inside the ring. Jason Limon, he is ready for action. And making his way to the ring, the southpaw, Christian Foley, standing at a perfect 6-0, 5 knockouts, 5'11", 26 years of age. His last entry into the ring was a TKO victory over Julio Butigo Jr. Be his 3rd fight of 2023, staying active. Christian Foley, ladies and gentlemen, ready for action. Jason Limon, Christian Foley. Referee Joe Rodriguez in charge of this matchup.
Absolutely, you beat me to it. Folks, these are title fights. The titles are on the line. 6 rounds. Here we go, first of 3.
This fight is officially underway.
Both fighters in the orthodox stance early.
Saw earlier, Leemon in the pink, Foley in the green.
Foley looking to establish his jab early. Bit of the feeling out process here. It's been a bit of a theme for the night.
Yeah, definitely both fighters starting this matchup cautious. Not wanting to make the first mistake. Both fighters with outstanding records. On the trunks of Foley. Smoking on the front side and Ray on the back. Here's if that's a nod to two of his favorite fighters, Smoking Joe Frazier and Sugar Ray Leonard.
If it is, he's got a fan in me. I got to stay impartial, but I love the old school fights, man. So far, a lot of feeling out. Foley reaching a bit, too. As you see him switch there to the southpaw.
Interesting. See what Foley can do from that. Feeling it out, seeing how Limon reacts to it. Limon not giving him much of anything at this moment.
Yeah, not really biting on any of the feints, not really biting on the reaches. I think Foley realized that that lead hand was there to reach out and touch. He decided he'd rather switch to southpaw and play it safe.
Limon with only one TKO to his credit. Have to wonder. Looking to finesse his way to a victory. If there's going to be a knockout, you'd expect it to be from the 5 knockouts and Foley. Foley's credit.
You see Limon trying to jump in and move in behind his shots a little bit. It's a very slow, patient fight so far in the first round for this first title fight, which kind of makes sense. A lot on the line here.
I have to agree with you, Clay. Big feeling out process in our opening round.
I might call that a draw. I don't think anyone did anything worth talking about.
Yeah, tough one to call. Jason Limon has been training for the last 15 years. Likes to play soccer in his spare time. Representing RGBA Gym in San Antonio.
Yeah, soccer player, you know, he's got to have good cardio. Let's see if he puts it on display here. Got to throw a few more punches, though, to push that. Had a slight mishap there on the round showing. That was round 1. We are in round 2 now, folks. We apologize. Apologize for that slight mix-up on our part, but don't worry, it's just round 2. As I think we've already seen more punches thrown early in round 2 than we did in round 1.
Yeah, both fighters opening up a little bit more, taking a little bit more chances. This is what you need to do. Put it all on the line, and Foley now picking it up.
Limon was looking to feel in with the jab. Foley was looking to feel in with hooks.
Straight right to the body from Limon.
Limon seems a little bit tentative, trying to move inside on the southpaw. Maybe it's the power that's making him wary.
Trying to work his way into that southpaw stance. Let's see what happens.
Absolutely. Doing a bit better job than what we saw earlier. Previous fighters. He's actually trying to close that door. See there, because Foley is circling, but he's not able to get his back off the ropes. He just needs to be wary of the counter shot. Limon needs to be wary of the counter shot coming inside.
Oh, wow. Foley now picking it up. Limon did some good counter shots.
Absolutely swinging when they get on the inside. Limon, I think landing the cleaner shots here when they're out in open space. Foley definitely landing harder once they get on the inside.
Oh, wow. Heck of a defensive move there for Foley.
Yeah, and that's what you do when you get backed up against the ropes. Move your head and circle out. Excellent defense there.
Oh, good counter right there from Foley. As Limon trying to finish strong.
Heard a warning there to Jason Limon from Joe Rodriguez, our referee. Not sure what it was about.
Definitely more shots thrown in that round than in round one. Still a close fight to call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think if they would have thrown 6 shots, 6 punches total, they would have more shots in that first round. But no doubt, we're getting a good fight now as we moved into the second. Business is absolutely picked up. Yeah, and that's a tough one to call too, because both fighters landing frequently, landing at different ranges, controlling the fight in different ways. We got a close one here, folks.
All right, round 3 underway.
And Foley just keeps planting his feet and setting and waiting for Limon to make a mistake. But Limon's being very patient, jabbing his way in, make sure to not do anything silly.
Yeah, Foley is listed as a southpaw fighter, but we've seen him switch it up many a times.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Comfortable switch hitter there.
Yeah, here in Constellation Stadium nonetheless.
Good combo there from Foley. Limon looking to counter back.
Yeah, counter back with the short left. And Foley looking to throw now. He's not sitting back and being timid. Foley back in that counter punch stance.
Oh, wow. Good combo here from Foley.
Yeah, Foley finding it, but Limon fires back. We got a dogfight in Constellation Stadium, folks.
And the fight has broken out in this championship fight between Jason Limon and Christian Foley. As they duke it out in the center, as you were saying, Clay. Long hold there from Foley.
Yeah, absolutely. He's feeling the power of Limon. See the way Foley keeps extending his hand out.
Foley with 2 hard body shots there.
Yeah, right here in front of us. God, you see the way that Foley keeps extending that arm and kind of getting that kinetic advantage as he's keeping Limon at distance. If he could extend that out and use that leverage to land a good left hand, it might be a power shot that could change the direction of this fight. Just like that.
And interestingly now, the roles have changed as Limon becomes the aggressor. Now he's stalking Foley.
Yeah, absolutely, he has cut the ring off.
Interesting story unfolding here tonight in this championship fight.
And Limon's is doing what we've been talking about all night, boxing up the southpaw and keeping his footwork being neutralized.
Good to see Limon finally starting to open up. Just feeling out those first 2 rounds, just taking his time. Nothing wrong with that, though.
Absolutely, as long as it leads to something productive. You hear the corner of Jason Limon saying, cut him off, cut him off. Ooh, good left on the exit there from Jason Limon.
Foley responds with sticking his tongue out. Round 2 in the books. Excuse me, is that round 3?
That was round 3, yes.
Wow, man. As rounds are just moving.
That first round we kind of slept through it. So
Nonetheless, the fight has opened up in round number 3.
yeah, no doubt. Fourth round looking to be a barn burner because it's only built in excitement and escalation. That last round, my goodness, an absolute brawl broke out in the middle of all that. So I'm curious to see what happens, going forward. Jason Limon doing an excellent job of cutting the cage, excellent job of finding his shots. I don't know even how you'd score this one yet because the first 2 were so close.
Really liking the aggression that I saw from Limon in the second half of that round. I'd like to see more of it.
Yeah, no doubt. Feels like anyone's fight right here at the moment, Todd.
Round 4 underway. Curious to see if Foley's going to opt to switch stances anytime soon.
Absolutely see him reaching with his lead hand, trying to set up his straight.
There he goes, transitions to orthodox for a brief moment, comes right back to his favorite stance.
And sometimes you just switch that stance to help you get the angle to get out of the corner, especially when Limon is doing such a good job of shutting down the southpaw stance. Limon stepping to his right. Again, he takes center of the ring. Doing a really good job with his craft, doing a good job with his ring control here.
Limon trying to cut off Foley.
Good body shot there from Limon. Foley back to orthodox, uses that to try to circle out, and goes right back to southpaw. I think that's the key right now is he's, ooh.
Oh, wow, overhand right there from Limon.
It was a little bit higher. It might have been a big power shot.
This is what we were seeing earlier, them taking it to the middle and duking it out, seeing who's going to survive the longest.
Yeah, absolutely. Oof. It looked to me like Limon kind of bobbed and weaved, and when he sat up, I think the top of his head might have caught Limon in the jaw there. My goodness.
Oof. Limon putting the pressure as Foley answers back.
Limon looking comfortable.
Man, they are throwing down here tonight at next fight up.
And Christian Foley is starting to look tired. All this circling out, all this stance shifting. You've seen him kind of sag down a little bit in the chest as he's getting battered now. Limon walks him down again. Boxes him up right here in our corner, folks.
Oh, oof. Man, as Foley would get lead in that corner. Put some body shot to his credit.
And Foley is holding on now. I think he's a little more tired, than he's letting us see. He's running right now. Getting to back away, can't get out of these corners, and Limon has cut him off.
Looking to finish strong. Nice finish to round number 4. 2 rounds to go.
Got to believe that round was all Limon. He was able to dictate where the fight happened and land the cleaner shots. Now, not to say Foley didn't land some as well, but I think, Todd, as we go into round 5, I think the key will be for Limon to keep up that pressure because he definitely looks like the fresher fighter of the two, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think I've seen the most success from him when he's coming forward like that. Championship rounds coming up.
One thing I will say is to be careful. When you pressure into the southpaw, they can always shoulder roll and land to the right hand. We saw it earlier with Malik Khalil. He was able to kind of shoulder roll off of the ropes and use that to swing in. It's the Floyd Mayweather special. So he needs to be careful with that. But other than that, he's done an excellent job. He's the first fighter we've seen tonight really solve the southpaw puzzle, and he's doing a great job.
Round 5 of a scheduled 6.
Foley comes out in the orthodox stance. Good jab from Limon. See Christian Foley extending those arms again, but
oh, wow. Got a little overextended there. Nearly tripped up over Foley.
yeah, I think that was just a mix-up. You know, it's hard to believe somebody's legs could go up in the air like that on accident, but, you know.
Just overcommitted to that punch.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what happened. Again, Foley feeling his way in. Excuse me, Limon feeling his way in. Got to be careful. Southpaw straight is there until you close that distance.
Almost looks like Foley's baiting him in for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Keeping that left hand back. Saw it there to the body.
Oof. Man, a Limon there. That overhand shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very unorthodox punch in boxing.
And you see the way Limon is moving his hand around. He's trying to avoid the hand control there from Foley. And he's moving his head, he's moving his body. It's almost confusing the southpaw. Oof. See, Foley doesn't know when these punches are coming and when they're not. Got him dodging air out there.
On that lead hand at Foley.
Absolutely. It's those little bit of games that can set up those big shots.
Short time left in this 5th round.
And Todd, these rounds have been extremely, extremely close.
Yeah, I would not want to be a judge in this fight.
Absolutely. I think I might give that one to Limon, but it is tooth and nail right now. These two guys are fighting a little bit of everything in this fight.
This is what it's all about. We have our 6th round coming up. As the old saying goes, never leave it in the hands of the judges, especially a fight that's this close.
Absolutely. Because we could argue, you know, round 1, who knows how they score that? Round 3, who knows how they score that? But we've got the final round of our first championship fight.
Hey, Jason Limon, Christian Foley. Final round for this championship fight. Let's see who wants it more.
And they meet right in the middle of the ring. Gotta wonder what the coaches for both fighters are telling their men when, you know, a fight is this close. Who do you think is winning? Who do you think is losing? It's all kind of in perspective. It's been such a close fight.
Oh, oof. Man, good counter. They are going for it here tonight at Constellation Field.
Yeah, Foley unloads there in the corner, but Limon fires right back.
Referee Joe Rodriguez separating the two fighters. Limon looking for the attack now. Oh, good left hook there, but Foley just won't go down.
Absolutely. Pressing the action. Woof.
Man.
And he knew he was headhunting on that one. Foley felt the headhunt coming.
And Limon almost got hung up again.
And the way Foley keeps pawing out his lead hand just like that, I would like to see him use that to set up a straight.
And Limon's swinging away.
Well, Limon's landing more punches. He's found his range, he's comfortable.
Oof. And Foley just going for it.
Yeah, good hard body shot there, but Limon is unfazed.
And they're taking it right there at the corner.
Here we go.
Good flurry from both fighters, just under a minute left.
Yeah, but Foley is the man to back up, and I think Limon senses it.
Limon getting frustrated there with the tie-up of Foley.
He keeps walking forward. They had that exchange, and Foley backed up, and Limon did not. And Foley is holding on for dear life.
Limon trying to create that space, but Foley, as you were saying, smothering. He's been doing that all fight with the tongue.
Yeah, absolutely. Limon right back in his face. I'd like to see Limon maybe throw an uppercut in, since he's been throwing those hooks and Foley's been ducking his head so much. Maybe fake that hook and shoot an uppercut, or even the old bolo punch, a hooker cut. Go wide and swing straight up.
Short time left. Foley looking like he's trying to measure something.
They decide just to let it go to the judges here at the end, Todd.
Interesting. One of the first times I saw both fighters stare at each other in the closing 10 seconds like that.
It looks to me like Jason Limon thinks he has won it. You know, I might be inclined to agree. It was a great fight, there's no doubt. It just depends on what judges value, but I think I'm going to favor Limon. I think he took at least the last 3 rounds, and then how do you score the first one? You know, I gotta think it's probably going to Limon.
I'd have to agree with you there, Clay. I think Limon was able to especially get those last couple rounds, eke them out. For a very difficult fighter in the southpaw of Christian Foley.
Yeah, and a southpaw switch as well. He was able to go back and forth and move around, and Foley just stayed patient and kept cutting the ring off and landing his shots when he could. Really good fight all around for both fighters, but I'm giving the unofficial edge to Jason Limon.
All right, let's make it official. Let's get our official decision from our ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're going all 6 rounds inside the next fight up ring here at Constellation Field. We go to the scorecards. Judge Beltran scores about 57 to 57, even a draw. Overruled by Judge Alvarez, who scores about 59 to 55, and Judge Isaac, who scores about 58 to 56 for the winner by way of majority decision. And now, the American Boxing Federation Atlantic Welterweight Champion from San Antonio.
There you have it, Clay. Jason Limon hands Christian Foley his first defeat in his young pro career. Wins the championship here tonight at Next Fight Up.
You love to see it, Todd. It was that, we've been talking about it all night, and you see it at the championship level. That's exactly what it was. He managed to cut the ring off, shut down those southpaw tactics. It's kind of been the tale of the night. How do you handle the southpaw? And it actually winds up winning Jason Limon a title here tonight. He winds up walking away with the ABA championship. Fantastic win for the young man.
Yeah, improves to 8-1. Took his time in those first 2 rounds. Was getting a little concerned. He was being a little too counterproductive there, looking for his shots. But then he picked up the pace from round 3 on. Earned himself a championship victory here tonight.
Absolutely. We kind of mentioned it's okay to take your time. It's okay to feel it out as long as it leads to results. And there's no doubt the last 3 rounds were all results for Jason Limon.
That was our first of 3 title fights here tonight. We are about to see Ahmad Lewis take on Rafael Ivoki. Let's hand it over to our ring announcer.